Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike, move the team. 43. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tighten up, tighten up.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run it with Carson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 50, check 50.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Carson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Say.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Check 50. 50.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. No gain on this defense. No gain.
1st down, Murray. Completing it to the right side. Johnson evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check 26, check 26.
And some room to run now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
49's a Mike. 49's a Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Shoot! 19. He's checking.
On 1st down, Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over to 6. Pull it. Now.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
Well, I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike. Set the turn, defense.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. It's caught. Lockett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. Let's make these big.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Got three down. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Too low.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Green 80. 43 is the mic. Go, guys. 4 down. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. 43 is the mic.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Coming to you. Double tap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check 3. Check on.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
49. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the 38, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Shit. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 49 is the mic. 49 is the mic. Come on. Mike's 49. All day, baby. All day.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
I don't even know why his team showed up.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check three.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
14. Zebra. Yo.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over down 1st and 10 at their own 23. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go. 43's the mic.
Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Listen. 36.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Watch the whip.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check safety. Go, 14. Hey, 0. 58, come on. You must be getting tired of seeing me. That's it.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got tape. You got time. There. He's coming, double up. Go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Good up for seconds.
Get that quarterback.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Wide, get wide.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here, double count. Big air. Switch. Further left. Motion to the backfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Bang out.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check. Fresno. Tempo.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
36 power. Got it. Front left.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Let's go back at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check 43. Kill.
Check 37.
Now Murray, and he fends him off. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on. Show it up. Show it up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check, 43. Watch the run. Got it. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Slant. Come on. Match back. Rush 12. Rush 6. Go. Check 24. Kill. And turn.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Check.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They come up in an offset eye. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. They're on 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term comp?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
1st down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Murray now. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. On the move to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus.